In South Korea, mayors and governors will be elected in local elections on June 1st. Furthermore, in some regions, by-elections to elect members of the constituency's National Assembly are also expected to be held. Let's take a look at what a re-by-election is and how it's being implemented now. What is a re-by-election? A re-by-election combines the results of a re-election and a by-election. Re-election refers to holding an election once again. It is held when no candidates ran in the preceding election. The election was invalid. The elected resigned or died before the start of the term, or the election was invalidated for violating the Public Official Election Act, among other reasons. By-elections, unlike re-elections, are held when an elected candidate resigns or dies after the start of the term and loses his post. In Korean, the word by literally means to fill in a void. In the event of a resignation, death, or loss of position, a by-election is held. Re-election or by-election will not be held if the term of the elector is less than 1 year. Then when will the re-by-election be held? It was held twice a year, last Wednesday in April and October, until 2015. But it is only held once a year, first Wednesday in April, with the amendment of the 2015 law. In years like this year when there are presidential elections, local elections, and parliamentary elections, it is held with these elections at the same time. Problems of re-by-election. The re-by-elections that are being held together with the local election are all re-by-elections for the National Assembly members. The constituencies that hold re-elections are as follows. Sujeong-gu, Dae's second predecessor Hong Jun-pyo resigned to run for mayor of Daegu Metropolitan City. Incheon Gyeong-gu's second predecessor Song Young-gil resigned to run for mayor of Seoul City. Bunding-gu, Singnam-si, Gyeonggi-do first predecessor Kim Yoon-hae, resigns to run for governor of Gyeonggi-do. Wonju-si Gangwon-do first predecessor Lee Gwang-jae resigns to run for governor of Gangwon-do. Siching-gun Boriwang-si, Cheongnam-do predecessor Kim Tae-hyum, resigns to run for governor of Cheongnam-do. Uichang-gu, Changwon-si, Gyeongnam-do second predecessor Park Won-soo, resigns to run for governor of Gyeongnam-do. Jeju-si Jeju-do second predecessor Oh Young-han, resigns to run for governor of Jeju-do. A number of concerns have been expressed about the re-by-election. For starters, elections are expensive. Election preparation, ballot paper copying, and personnel hiring all cost a lot of money. Second, it contradicts the majority view. There is an argument that if the electors elected by the voters commit illegal acts or resign for their own honor, such as running for president or regional government head, they betray the voters who trusted and elected them. Third, it is used as a tool for political revival by politicians. Former Gyeonggi Governor Lee Jae-myung, who lost the presidential election, and the transition chairperson Ahn Cheol-soo runs for office this re-by-election. There seems to be a strong argument to be made that re-by-elections are just utilized as a weapon for politicians' political revival rather than to represent the needs of the people.